The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. First down for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. And you think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown Sooners! They grab the early lead.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. With the catch, it's Allen. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Gentry. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Open space at the 25. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Going over the top. A full dive to haul that one in. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the 3rd 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
Defense showing blitz here. Setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's first and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. On the return, it's Durham. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah.
He lets it fly. And that pass intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help...
And he's running in the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
And he's going to run it back. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job threading the needle in that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes a grab over the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Steps away. Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. A little screen to the running back. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touch pass on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the... They've got him! It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Open runway ahead. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together.
Trying to beat the D deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to pass. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Offense set on 1st down. From the gun. Looking for the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Gentry. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The Ducks want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll let it go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll take the deep shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. There have been a lot of great quarterbacks to wear the crimson and cream, and he is fitting right in.
That boy good. I mean, what can't he do? Just spinning the ball down the field, making big plays. The space in the offense, the speed in the offense, always big-time explosive plays for the Sooners.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Looking to throw it again. Using his feet to buy time. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. And they can't make the connection.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. It's complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Sooners! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer to a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Gentry. He's got his man across the middle. Ball is free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the grab at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll throw it on first down. They've got the screen set up. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Gentry. Makes the grab down the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. They were trying to set up the screen, and they almost threw the thing away. They're lucky it's 3rd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. The quick out. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosive. Makes the catch down the right side. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooner. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Back to throw, it's Gentry. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here we go. Now on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up third down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. They're trying to get to it. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
This offense has a second down play. Back to throw, it's Gentry. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On fourth down, going to the air. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Makes his connection. Still running at the 40. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts. Age.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Offense in the hurry-up. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Ducks! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchdown. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide out in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Gentry. And they got him for the sack.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durham. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Fast motion from the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Gentry. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the third interception of the night.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Working that left side now. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on second down. Using the quick game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Floating away. Finds his big tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Has it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got an open man. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That turned out to be a free play with the offsides penalty. They'll wave it off and the touchdown counts. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
This is a 3rd and long. Trying play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, and how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Sends it downfield. He's got it. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big.
Afterburners coming. The 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon! On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished.
He's got it down the left side. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Got it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Brings up third down.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got his man on the right. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And here comes the offense on second down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job. And you did it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense
got a lot of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Ducks are in the hurry up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He's going to pass on second down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
On the move. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, obviously, this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in speed.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
It's complete on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on the critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced the 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the 1st down.
It's another 1st down for the offense.
Quarterback will audible. After run, now throw. Fires downfield. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The option look. Now the pitch. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Looking downfield, it's Gentry. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's back to throw on second down. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's bunt. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. He makes a grab. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting a touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the single back. Hard-hitting tackle. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.